international YouTube lecture to mankind. Before we start, we want to get empowerment from Father Yah, the maker of heaven and earth. In Igbo land, he is known as Chukwu Okike, or Chineke Keporo Inihenile. That is his name in this Biafra land of Igbo land. We are going to pray to him in raw Ibri. When I say Ibri, I mean Igbo. The word Igbo originated from Ibri. Abraham Ibri, Genesis 49. A leon of Ibri, Exodus chapter 3 verse 18. We are going to talk to him in raw Ibri, raw Hebrew. Because we Igbos are descendants of Abraham the Ibri. Abraham the Hebrew. I'm putting it to you. Baruch Ata Ya Melekolam Asher Kadashnu Bizwato Wizwanu Litateba Zizit. Hallelujah. Tudaraba Baruch Ata Baruch Sheka Lenamin Melekola Asher Kadashnu Bizwato Eyi Kima Aseka Erik Blitka Lenamin Eyizokia Hosheno Ze Hakihe Asher Krashika Lenamin Wae Ze Hayom Shvi Shabbat Yom Asher Atamatanol Noa Yom Kadosh Yom Kod Yom Britola Ata Yilok Lenamin Wae Ata Harosha Mishlabash my words Ze Hakileka Tankabot Shuvule Noleka You want them know their studies on a car by rest Masha Bashmai and a Kirilla Osefeno Tankabotika Tankabot Nataka Yonamiwa 8 Lano Yonamiwa 8 Atametek Atagadu Akago Shianu, Akabaru. That's the Kino Basrianu. Osefele. Tankabulaniwa. Bashika Ya Melekola. Hallelujah. You share, get seated. Get seated and open your ears to listen to the glad tidings from the Most High. Today's topic is about the moon days. The moon days, the topic says, the moon days, bracket on Igbo, which means Hebrew calendar, Hebrew calendar, Israeli calendar, Jewish calendar, Hebrew calendar, Igbo calendar. Here, from time immemorial, we have been calling the moon period Onwa. Onwa. The moon days is called Onwa, which means Igbo calendar. Only calendar the Igbo people have. Which shows we are ancient people in Igbo that have been observing the Tanakh Torah law. The Tanakh Torah. That is the law of the Most High. Of which part of them are in the Christian Bible. The topic says, the moon days has only 12 months. I repeat, je répète, I repeat, the moon days has only 12 months flat per year. 12 months per year. 13th month is fraud. So later there's invention. I will prove everything to appreciable extent. I will window every matter for proper comprehension and ventilation. I will window every matter for proper ventilation and comprehension. I will break every element of the matter to the lowest indices. in this matter, in this issue of lunation. I'm the father of world lunation seasons. World lunation seasons. The professor of professors in this very matter. Let me prove to you. This book, I've been showcasing it. The moon days is the first and the only lawful calendar days of creation. The calendar of creation time. The calendar of Hagam Ide. The calendar of the days of Agamati. The calendar of the days of Adama. We made many years research before this book was published in 2000 or 2001. This is 26 years of publication of this very book. After 30-something years of research, comprehensive research, comprehensive scan of many books, we arrived at this very appreciable extent. This book was written 26 years ago about the moon's period. This is the second edition. The second edition. This book had gone worldwide. We have been shipping it to many countries. We open the eyes of people to remember the Creator's only calendar to mankind. We open the eyes of people globally and moreover in Africa. Material work pursued to make people to forget this very calendar. They forgot this very calendar. The only calendar the Creator of heaven and earth gave mankind as their calendar days. Only calendar days. I've been teaching this. When you go to my international YouTube, you will see comprehensive lecture about the moon's period. The moon is in heaven as a faithful witness. Psalm 104 verse 19 said the moon, the creator of heaven and earth, appointed the moon to reckon every day and night, into which months, years, and all holy days. Psalm 104:19. Psalm 89 verse 37. The moon is a faithful witness in heaven that reckon all days, in all years. Psalm 89 37. Genesis 1:14. The moon was appointed to begin the reckoning of all days, into which months and all years. While the sun assists and the stars assist, the sun has only one size and therefore cannot rebuild a season. He cannot rebuild a season of 1 week or 1 month or 1 year. The sun only rebuilds sunrise to sunset. I'm putting it to you, you astronomer, you astrologer. The sun has only one size and cannot rebuild seasons. This truth is what is occupied. You can still depend on your own sentiment. I have authorities. I'm a learned sage rabbi. Learned to appreciate myself by the grace of the Master. Rabbi of rabbis, so far the earth planet is concerned, by the grace of the Master. This is the 26th year. Some of you just began yesterday. When you come to social media, you begin to rant. Ranting like rat. Ranting like a cockroach. Trying to teach us about the moon spirit. Something that took us years. You think you can just jump into the internet and begin to make animal noise about movies. The moon has average period of 29.5 days and nights. I repeat. The moon has average calculation of 29.5 days and nights. Otherwise, 29.5. Flat. It's not like the reckless Roman calendar that one has 28 days, another one has 29, the other has 30, the other has 31. The next generation, another month we have 34, another we have 33, another we have 39. Jangolova. Bacchanized brain. You can't mix nature with astrophysics mathematical product. You cannot mix nature with astrophysics calculatory product. Nature is natural. The early Romans called the moon Mother Nature because most of the crops are based on the moon's spirit. When you read the book of Psalm 1:3, it said, plants planted by the river side bear its fruits as its month. Some crops like egusi, melon, can never be planted any month you like. They have their own months. When you plant them outside their months, they will not yield to the maximum capacity. When you plant melon, here it is called a when you plant it outside its month, it will not yield to the maximum capacity. There is a month you plant it will not yield. The seed will be scanty. It will not even be big. To show you that you are by the riverside that has the water supply. Here is fruits and the seeds at the appointed time. This book is voluminous. You may think it is just a small book. A book getting to 400 pages. It is voluminous. It's not a child play book. It's not just a simple literature. Laden with authorities. This book is laden with authorities. Laden with authorities. Yeah, one. So what I'm saying, this book treated everything about the moons, period, including the solar system that was a later days invention. We will even educate you on how the 13th month came about and when they smuggled 13th month into a calendar. At the end of the day, the result was lunisolar. Otherwise, from time immemorial, there is nothing like lunisolar by adding solar month to lunar month. No. The sun assists the moon. The star assists the moon. How do they assist? New day is begun by sunset. New day of the Creator is begun by sunset. Once the sun sets, a new day begins. Otherwise, the new day is begun by night. It's begun by night. Once the sun sets and there is a nightfall, a new day has begun. That is the Creator's calendar. Roman calendar has nothing to do with lawful calendar of the Creator of heaven and earth. I will separate knowledge from know-how. This lecture comprises ordinary lecture, postgraduate lecture, and no matter the height you have, you will be a learner in this very issue. With many years experience, I'm into full time. That's why I can challenge anybody or any spirit. So far as truth of the Creator is concerned. We don't play in experts. Neither do we have time to romance recklessness or lawlessness. The moon has average period of 29 and a half in all the 12 lunations. 12 lunations. After treating the 12 lunations, we will go to the 13th month. I repeat, it doesn't matter your level in the social hierarchy. It doesn't matter your height in academics. It doesn't matter your age. Once you come to my page, it's like you are in Kenya. You will begin in Kenya. You will begin to learn. Because the thing we teach, they are mysteries. They are beyond your comprehension. These are forgotten truths. Even those people claiming to be in Omena, they have not bent down to learn it because nobody to teach them. They said to come to my page. Some of the people that claim to know the most period are concha. So we go to the internet. After 1 week of research, they will come out to teach you what they don't know. Some of them are unknowing. Some of them, if you allow them, they can teach the creator. Some of them have even begun to condemn creators' laws and everything, especially those useless native governments, useless to the poor, and their agents. They left the tradition of their fathers, trying to build a kingdom based on idolatry and worship of demons. Glory be to the Most High that here in Anambra, they are disgraced. They have no value. The real of the doctor is a noise maker. It's not a noise maker. It's in the bush, battling with the spirit of awareness. All these ones at the internet are criminals, and they have been exposed. You know, that's not the problem. My only concern is that they condemn everything. Even all the truth in the Tanaka, the Tanaka and the Bible, they condemn all the laws, which I know is only the law of the Creator that's the only truth in the Bible. Every other thing in the Bible, letter of Paul to Indonesia, is their personal vendetta with their ignorance. It doesn't concern me. The second book is over 70% translation error in the Christian Bible. Over 70% translation errors in the Christian Bible. Which means corrected. That is when we surpass others. We have corrected them so that if the Christians want to be profitable to themselves and the mankind, then they will take heed of this. If they don't want, let them continue in their stupidity. The Christian Bible has been corrected. All the errors the Europeans inserted, the Europeans inserted minor errors, intentional and unintentional. We have corrected them. This book is also as voluminous as this. We wrote this book many years ago, but this is still the first edition. We have not done the second edition. Over 70% translation errors. In the Christian Bible, they are telling you that we take you to heaven, that will take you to their God. Anyway, maybe they have a God that condone evil. They have a God of recklessness, where they will go and meet with the total, with the brain laden with criminality. They prayed that they rejected the laws of the Creator, the laws of the Bible. They rejected it and said they are the only person Christ. The imaginary Christ they do not see. But the Hebrew Yeshua does not make the brain of his disciples to be as poor as the brain of the Christians. Anyway, that is not our topic. These are the two books. If you want to return back, go back to Mena. You want to go back to the tradition of the Creator and tradition of our ancestors. You must have these two books to remove all the colonial wickedness in your brain. Neo-colonialism landing in your brain and the landing inside church. You must read it to remove all the nonsense or the trash in your brain that make you even to reject the laws of the Creator, calling the Creator Sky God, calling His law Lord of Sky God. Those people that did it, where are they? Especially all those useless native doctors and agents. Where are they? They have been banished from Anambra State. And so shall it be to other states. But they are promoting idolatry, promoting wicked, promoting organ harvesting. promoting all manner of robbery, useless traditionalist doctors. The real doctors are inside bush, battling with the spirit of happiness, not all the internet criminals. So, the moon days are giving you quotation, except one quotation I'm not giving, which is Sirach, chapter 40, verse 6 to 8. When you read the Sirach, it says the moon determines all days and holidays. The moon determines all days. The moon reckons all days and nights into weeks, months and all years. Like I quoted Psalm 119. The Creator appointed the moon for all recording of all seasons of night and days. Why the stars and the moon and the sun assist? How does the sun assist? Sun only revealed sunrise to sunset, only 12 hours for the moon. If the moon crescent, silver crescent side of the first day does not appear on the sky on the western horizon, then you will never know first day. If the sun reveals 12 hours, the star reveals 12 hours of the night, the sun reveals 12 hours of the day hours, sunrise to sunset, and the moon help the sun, the star help the moon to reckon 12 hours of the sunset to sunrise. If the moon crescent, silver moon crescent size of the first day does not appear to reckon that day as first day, you will never know first day. A day can never be called third day if there is no moon crescent size of the third day on the sky of the western horizon. O fake Hamaraba. O fake Hamaraba. In the western horizon, that is when you see the new moon. O fake Hamaraba. In the western horizon, because in Hebrew, you have the Zephaniah, the Mizrach, the Dharma, and Maharaba, which is the four cardinal points, which is the north, the east, the south, and the west. But Ophir Hamharaba, in the western horizon, that is where you will see the moon. It will appear. Whereas the sun rises from the Ophir Hamizrach, from the eastern horizon. That is where the sun rises, while the moon rises from the western horizon. When the moon appears, it will be a tiny silver crescent. Even children will see it and say, the new moon has appeared. New moon stands for first day. Appointed by the Creator. Any other first day you are appointed or you shall appoint astronomically, you are on your own. It is not for the worship of the Creator. You can use them to harvest your obligation. It's not divine. It is not divine. Father of what nation? They want to know anything about the moon because others are joking. They are learning. I spent in my youth research about the truth. That is why we are learning to appreciate the state. In matters of truth, including the relation and all manner of truth of the Most High. When the moon appears, in the western horizon. Even children will see it. I say, oh, see new moon. That stands for first day. And all the moon Christian signs of the first day appear in the western horizon. Ofekha Maraba. That day stands as first day. Any other calendar that is telling you that that day is 4th, that day is 29, that day is 13, that is trash. And the new moon sign of the first day will render the other calendar invalid. Because the owner of the heaven and earth, whenever he appears, every other thing will go back. Maka nuku mong putana obo. Give me Obere mong ejebere. When the big masquerade appear, the smaller ones will wait. Otherwise, I've been telling you that which has glory is glorious in the absence of the super glory. The arrival of the super glory renders the minor glory inglorious. When the new moon appears, which the Creator appointed to rebuild seasons, to rebuild days and nights. Don't touch it. So, it renders every other calendar invalid, because if the new moon appears today as phasing, it is phasing and nothing more. If it appears today as phasing, today is phasing, it is phasing. Any other calendar that did not reckon that day as phasing is rendered invalid, inconsequential, and unprofitable to mankind, especially in the matter of worshiping the great. The moon has 29 and half sizes, and the moon's period is 29 and half days and nights, which means every moon Christian stands for a particular day, which means a 9th day moon crescent must appear on the 9th day, and it is the moon crescent that will determine the day. A day can never be called 4th day if there is no moon crescent size on the 4th day on the sky. A day can never be called 20th day except there is a moon crescent size on the 20th day, a decreasing moon, a waning moon. Because when the moon begins to increase, when it begins to rebuild, and rebuild to 15th day, on the 16th day, it will begin to wane. What do I mean by waning? It will begin to decrease. So 20th day is a decreasing moon, waning moon. And it will be coming early in the morning to differentiate it from rebuilding moon. Because when the moon is decreasing, the size of the decreasing will be like the size of the rebuilding. So we know that when you see a new moon, or you see moon in the morning time, then you know it's a decreasing moon. Because a rebuilding moon can never come in the morning time, but in the evening or in the night. Because the first moon appears after sunset to rebuild the first day. Then the second day will be bigger than the first day. Third day will be bigger than second day. Fourth day bigger than third day. It will keep on rebuilding until 6th day. Then that 6th day is the preparation day. Then on the 7th day, it will be like capital D, half a second. Like the line that divides a second into two, called diameter of a second. The line that divides a second into two is called the diameter of a second. That is the first 7th day, which is the first week Shabbat. The creator of heaven and earth has no two calendars. He has no two calendars. He has no spare object of recording his seasons. Every season is begun by second, to minute, to hour, to 12 hours, to 24 hours, which is a day, to 2 days, 3 days until you rebuild a week. After a week, you rebuild to second week. After second week or third week to fourth. On the 29.5 end, which is the 30th night, another new moon crescent, size of the first day, will appear. When the moon must have decreased to the size of first day again, it will appear. The Igbo will say, Onwa. The moon crescent will appear at Wednesday on the 30th night of February, because the moon maintains a constant velocity. Because another has been given the moon to make sure it maintains constant velocity. That is why in Psalm 89:7, the Creator said the moon is a faithful witness, that the charge is duty, faithfully. The spirit that drive the moon and drive the sun, make sure they maintain their unfailing constant velocity. There is no hold up in heaven. As to say there will be retardation. No hold up. They maintain constant velocity. At the end of 29.5, precisely on the 30th night, a moon crescent size of the first day will appear on the sky of the western horizon. A silver crescent of the size of the first day. 29.5 flat. There is no one that has 30 days. That has the other one 31, the other one 29. No. When you are trying to record them in a paper, it will go alternate. This one will be 30 nights and the 29 days. The next one, another 30 nights, another 29 days. First one will be 30 nights and the 29-day hours. Then another one will be 30 day hours and 29 night hours. It will go alternate. Anyway, you may not understand what I'm saying until you begin to tablet. That is why some say that the moon's period is 354 days per year, some 355. Like the Romans at a stage, they say that a day must be added to make it 355, based on what they saw in their calculations. But when you go deeper, many years, I'm not saying when you go to the internet, you jump over everything, you jump like a mass squirrel, you come up, or jump like a monkey, you come up, you begin to teach lunation. There are certain things you practicalize. It's not issue of going to the internet. It's issue of physical sighting, physical observation, visual observation of the moon's crescent. Visual observation, not as through physics, mathematical, or calculatory products. Calendar. It's the actual personal observation of the moon. Then you now begin to see the characteristics, the movements, and the format of the moon, how it moves. Not the issue of going to the internet, this one said, that one said, you come up to teach. 26 years we published the book. Is it 26 months? Is it 26 days? Do you know how many years, that's something years research before we publish the book. And this is the 26th year. 20th century. Something when they go into the internet after 2 days they come up to teach. That's how they do to other things. Even other people's history. When they go to jump, they come out. Come and teach you Michael, Gabriel, Raphael. All those things, the names, are they pure Hebrew names? No. The word El is not a common noun name of the Greek. Sorry, it's not a proper noun name. The word El, Raphael, is Common noun name, not proper noun name. But many didn't read English rudimentary and analysis, English analysis, and from the rudimentary level, where we started. It's what we call English rudimentary analysis. Comprehensive analysis. They teach you L. L is the name of the creator. L is a common noun name, not a proper noun name. You can hear the word L, just mighty one, word like a God. It's something as God. It does not stand for the divine name Yah. It doesn't, in no way. It's an attribute. Anyway, just give an example of the Jangrova they do themselves, their brain and do to others. You are not a Hebrew student, you are not a Hebrew lecturer, as we are. You will jump up and start teaching Hebrew names. Madly. You jump up to teach it without fear. There are people that are learning without fear. There are people whose profession it is. You begin to teach. Then thinking you will earn respect from anybody. That's why when you look at some people, you see that anyway, some people are run mad. And they are still running mad. You jump into something you don't know. You don't want to learn from your master. Those people that are 1 million times greater than you, whose brain is sharper than you 1 million times. Anyway, let's go for it. So, I'm putting it to you that there are 12 months period in a year. 12 months period per year, naturally. I will prove it to you before we go to the 13th month. Go to my page, YouTube page. Anything you want, any area of publicity, in any aspect of this life endeavor, go search very well. You see comprehensive lecture from minutes. Any aspect of life endeavor, you will see many answers. This issue of relation, we have broken down so many things to the lowest list for proper comprehension and manipulation. I'm going to cite an authority, or authorities rather, without wasting time, just few authorities as an evidence, apart from the one we have experienced through visual observation. When I say visual, I mean physical sighting of the moon. When you go to the book of First Kings, Akkad Malachi, First Kings, yes. Take up your Bible and read for them. Or I can read it for faster purpose. First Kings, chapter 4, verse 7. I do not believe in sentiments. I do not believe in blind arguments. If the microphone can waste your time, let me read it. Listen very well. First Kings chapter 4. First Kings chapter 4 from verse 7. I read. And Shalomah had 12 governors over all Israel, who provide food for the king and his household. Each one make provision for 1 month of the year. I read again. 1 Kings chapter 4 verse 7. I read again. And Shalom, which is Solomon, had 12 governors over all Israel, who provided food for the king and his household. Each one made provision for 1 month of the year. I think that is understandable. Okay. 1 Kings chapter 4, verse 7. Said that Solomon was not the one responsible for feeding his family. Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines. Who are the concubines? They are the maids of his wives, because he was strong and performing excellently. So his wives provided their maids and gave to Solomon as a wife or wives to enable them increase in their productivity. Like a woman that had one child has to give Solomon his maid, her maid rather. The maid will be helping her, maybe she has entered menopause, to raise children on her behalf. And those children are legitimate. And the maid given to Solomon, they are legitimate wives. Some will tell you they are concubine means girlfriend. Definitely it's not so. We, the sage rabbis, are the ones to tell you the actual definition of things. The one they are telling you are side talk. I can come back to Ejara. Side talks. They are not valid. Okay, they tell you their girlfriends. Why didn't they tell you that the one raised up by Leah and Rachel, maids, are also illegitimate? They tell you Ishmael is a child of a born woman. Hagar had never been a born woman and will never be. I'm not a Muslim, but Hagar was a daughter of King Pharaoh of Egypt, a one-time world president that even assisted our grandfather Abraham, our ancestor Abraham. So it said here that the whole tribes of Israel were responsible for feeding Solomon family. You know how extensive his family was. When only wives, his wives were 1,000. Then you imagine his children, his relatives. He was responsible for their feeding and taking care of them. You know how extensive the family must be. The Israelite tribes were responsible for his feeding. He said the 12 tribes of Israel. Each tribe fed Solomon for each month. Tribe of Reuben, the first one, will feed him for Abi. The last tribe, he said the 12 tribes of Israel fed King Solomon in each year. Does that not tell you? Doesn't that tell you that the 12 tribes fed him in a year? That there were only 12 months. Okay, if you can't understand what I'm saying, understand it in another way. The 13th month, who fed him if there was 13th month? Rhetorical question. Was there any mention of 13th month here? The answer is no. There was nothing like 13th month in the days of King Shalom. Shalom is from the Hebrew word shalom. Shalom means a man of peace. But they call it Solomon in English. Shalom from Hebrew shalom. He was the only king that fought no war throughout his life. When he ascended the throne of kingship, he never fought war because he married from many parts of the world and became their in-law. For that reason, no one attempted to fight him. Can you fight your daughter? You are the daughter's husband. So he had a peace. The only thing the creator was angry, the only reason the creator was angry with Solomon, and the reason was that he married from nations the creator said you should not marry. So at the old age, when his brain was no longer active, some of his wives took him to their shrine to make sure he worshipped their goddess of fertility, which some of them started bringing when he was no longer active in prayer, like the daughters of Pharaoh. Sidon. They brought their goddess of fertility. And when the old man is taken to that place, he will no longer know what he was doing. That was the result. But when he was active, there was nothing of such. So this place said the 12 tribes of Israel fed him for the 12 months of the year. There was not attainment. If you like, you understand it. If you don't, that is the reality. I'm putting it to you. You can read it. Say each tribe fed him for each month of the 12 months of the year. This is an authority. If you have brain, understand. If you don't have, that is your personal vendetta with your body. This is an authority. Then another authority goes to First Kings. Okay, bring it. Let me know whether First Chronicle 27:1. Is it Chronicle? Yes. That is First Chronicle chapter 27, from verse 1. This place, First Chronicle chapter 27 from verse 1. This place said, King Solomon drew his soldiers from the 12 tribes of Israel. Each tribe provided a certain number of soldiers per annum. And in this very place, there were only 12 tribes of Israel that provided per year, each year. Let's read for the first month. First Chronicle 27. I read. First Chronicle chapter 27. Let me read from 1. And the children of Israel, according to their number, the heads of fathers and their officers, served the king in every mark of the military division. These divisions came in and went out month by month. That is month by month, throughout all the months of the year. Very clear. Month by month, throughout the months of the year. Each division having 24,000. Each division having 24,000 soldiers provided for the king in each month. First bribe for the first month, 24,000. Let's proceed. Over the first division for the first bribe, for the first month, was Yashar B. the son of Zadel, and in his division were 24,000. He was of the children of Perez, and the chief of all the captains of the army for the first month. Over the divisions of the second month was Dodam and Abdulatat, and of the division Miklot also was the leader, and his division were 24,000. When you go through them, one by one, there were 12 months of the 12 tribes of Israel. Which division was 13th month? There was no 13th month in the days of the Shalom. This is an authority. You can go back to read it. First Chronicle 27 from 1. They ended up in 12 months from the 12 tribes. There was no 13th month. There was no 13th tribe. When you listen to our teaching, your brain will be refined. You stand firm. When you refuse, your brain will remain in balkanized state until you perish with your empty ego. We will end up here. There are so many of them. But a witness of 2 to 3, testimony of 2 to 3 witnesses, a matter is already established. Because of time factor, these two are enough witnesses, testimonies, to establish what I'm saying as a truth. We don't have much time to marshal all the authorities, but these very authorities are valid enough to establish what I'm saying. So there are 12 months. When you go to Revelation, you also discover that there are 12 months in each year. In Revelation 22, said there are 12, there is a tree that bear 12 manner of crops in the 12 months of the year. Each bearing different manner of crops in each month. And they are 12. And there is no 13th month. I think that one was already in New Testament. The Catavim. The Hebrew Catavim, which they translated as New Testament in Europe. There was no 13th month or 13th tribe. We have so many authorities to establish a fact. So, now it is established there are only 12 months. Then the question is, how does 13th month come about? A rhetorical question. How come about 13th month? This is Christian Bible. I'm not going into the Tanakh. When you go into the Tanakh, it is the same thing. We only corrected the Christian Bible in the area they started last to destroy mankind in Europe. But this area, they are. It is exactly as they are in the Tanakh Torah. When I say Tanakh Torah, I mean the law part of the Tanakh. Because the Tanakh comprises the Torah, the Navi'im, and the Ketuvim. The law, the prophetic words of the prophets, and the writings, which they call New Testament. So, we are now going to look into 13th month. The question is that, is there anything like 13th month, or was there anything like 13th month from Garden of Eden the 3rd century? The answer is no. When I say 3rd century, at least 3rd century CE, Christian era. 3rd century AD. I'm not talking about this. The question is, had there been any 13th month before 3rd century Christian era or 3rd century AD? The answer is no. There was not 13th month. any calendar of this planet, in any calendar of this world, nothing like 13th month. From the time of Adama, the 3rd century. When I say 3rd century, anyway, I can even say 4th century. To the 4th century, there was no 13th month in any calendar of this very planet. Remember that Igbos didn't just spring like plant or machine. They are also part of human beings on this very earth. They are also part of creatures on this very earth. I'm saying this thing because of those people whose brain are burnt to ashes. So we begin to tell the Igbo calendar. As the Igbos were not human beings, as the Igbos were not part of the world developing from generation to generation. As Igbos had no ancestors, as if the ancestors germinated here. As Igbos didn't migrate. And these same people giving you all those lives, and the people running away from Anambra because the government are bounced on them. They are running because they concocted all manner of fallacy and evil, kidnapped and everything. They are the same people give you history and you are listening to them. Those useless native doctors, they are people that are turning our history upside down. Listen how that 10th month came about, how it came into Hebrew calendar. There was no 13th month in the 4th century. I'm putting it in. We just started learning about calendar a few days ago. So after 3 months, they will tell you they have graduated. They will begin to teach Igbo history. They will begin to teach history of Japan. They will teach history of Indonesia. They will teach a native doctor should mind the Haba matter. Not teaching fallacious history. You should be concerned about health. A doctor is a health expert. A native doctor should be health expert, not coming to tell us about everything they are not concerned about. I'm expert in the law degree. Experts. That's why I'm specialized. A law teacher. Greatest lawyer. Senior advocate. Right your friends. So far this planet is concerned. By the grace of the Most High, learn to appreciate it. And when you ask me questions about the truth, about the law, I'll give you accurate answer. Not manipulatory answer. Not brainwashing answer. Not claiming sentimental answer. Clean and clear answer. Clean and clear answer. Because I spent time to study. Anyone I don't know, I will tell you to give me 1 week. But it is very hard. I don't think anybody had ever asked me a question. I postponed it. But I'm not claiming to be unknowing. If I don't know, you give me just a week or 2. I give you accurate answer. I don't believe in sentiment. Problem of this age is that who believe in sentiment benefit unknowing. How can people come up to give a story account of what they don't know? So we need to teach you Hebrew names. When they are not Hebrew students, neither are they Hebrew lecturers. As we are. Some people condemn Hebrew names when they don't really know anything about it. So this is when 13th month started. In this very earth planet. 13th month started through Hillel II. That is how it came into Hebrew calendar or Igbo calendar. Listen very well. And it didn't come to appear every month. It is at the end of the 12th month in third year that extra 1 month is added. Let me give you the history a bit. Emperor Constantine made a decree like his predecessors. The purpose of making that decree is to ban Mondays. That was the secret. Julius Caesar, after developing the Julian calendar, which he started in 46 BC, although the calendar was not all that accurate, he started because the whole world were making use of the Mondays. He started developing the calendar with Mondays. After all said and done, he thought the calendar is good enough for Rome to use it as a legacy to influence the world. He made that calendar for the months were months period. He renamed them January, February, March, you know. Some of them contain moon months. Some of you know this. Like December, November, October. Octogenarian is 8. October is 8. September is 9. December is 10. Why? But he called October 10th month, November 11th, December 12th. He was trying to use the moon months to remember that October was 8. And that was 8 months of the moon. They called it October, 10th month. November, December. December 10. November 11. 9. October. October. I think that is 10. But it was 8 of the moon calendar. Then November was 9 of the moon calendar. December was 10. But December now is 12. November is 11. October is 10. He wanted to remind you that this one is calling December. It's not December, but was the 10th month, December. Go and Google December or your lexicon. The old calendar that went with nature. He mentioned them, but tell you to regard them as 12th month. When it was 10th month. Go and check. December is not 12. December is not 12, but 10. October is not 10, but 8. November 9. He wanted to maintain the modern nature. He produced Roman calendar from January to December. And abandoned the use of moon days. Abandoned the use of moon days in 1st January 45 BC. Rome started making use of their Julian calendar and dropped moon days calendar. The first world empire to drop use of moon days. And yet there were 12 months, not 8 months. So Emperor Constantine, okay, which means Julius Caesar has now banned the use of moon days. The first world empire to drop use of moon days was Julius Caesar in his era. 1st January 45 BC. Hallelujah. 1st January 45 BC. That was the time. Then Emperor Constantine saw that those messianic disciples of Yeshua, who are now in Roman Empire, because at the time of Messiah, Israel was under Roman Empire, and their provincial headquarters. Hallelujah. Their provincial headquarters was Caesarea. Hallelujah. Their provincial headquarters was Caesarea in Syria. That is Damascus, capital of Syria. Hallelujah. Damascus, capital of Syria. Which means Israel was under Syrian province. Israel was under Syrian province of the Roman Empire. Israel was not even the provincial headquarters, but under Syria, under Damascus, as a sub-nation to Damascus. Because of the two things, the traitor family of Herod Antipas, the father of Herod the Great, of the time of Yeshua, which they call Jesus. So Emperor Constantine, remember that his ancestors had already banned the use of moon days. How can these Messianic disciples come again to bring moon days in the worship of the great? Because of the Messianic custom, or the Messianic disciples of Messiah Yeshua. And that is sprang all over Roman Empire. So Emperor Constantine said no. He must lead them there. He succeeded in meeting them. He literalized the custom. Literalized everything into Roman Christianity called Catholic. So at a certain point, he discovered that church were still using Hebrew calendar, which is the moon days, in their services, like those people in the Middle East. Constantine said no. No. A colonial territory cannot be using their calendar even at the headquarters of the colonial master. How can they hunt? The prey be ruling the predator. When the prey be ruling the predator. It's impossible. And the political system is never done in that way. How can they be making use of the moon days, which is the Hebrew calendar, instead of the Roman solar days? So Emperor Constantine caused Sunday. He made a decree that Sunday should become first day of the week. On 7th March 321 AD, or Christian era. 7th March 321 AD. That is when Sunday was made first day of the week of the Roman calendar. This thing I'm talking about has nothing to do with the moon days, which is the Hebrew or Igbo calendar. It has nothing to do with the Hebrew or moon calendar. Definitely nothing to do with it. So, what happened? Then, since Sunday became first day in the Constantine decree, became first day of the week, that means Saturday has to become 7th day of the week, authoritatively. What do I mean? Since 7th March 321 AD was Sunday and was first day of the week for the first time. 14th March, which is Saturday, for the first time, became the first seventh day. First seventh day on this earth planet of the Roman week. Unfortunately, you see when Sunday and Saturday began. If Sunday was first day, why did the Constantine make it first day? Why did he make it? Why did he make it first day? If Sunday had been first day, we want to develop your brain. Polish your brain to return to normalcy. Because it's a rotten brain. You see? So Sunday became first day of the week for the first time on this earth planet. On 7th March, 321 and Saturday became 7th day for the first time. On 14th March, 321 this is the total truth. When the Israelites noticed this, who were the colonial territory of Rome, they knew that the custom of the Creator has entered into danger. When the Israelites noticed that Emperor Constantine has made Sunday first day of the week, and the whole Roman Empire will now embrace Sunday to Saturday as their calendar, the Israelites discovered that danger has befallen them. They will no longer allow them to use the moon to worship the Creator or observe all their feasts, because the moon determines all days, all weeks, all months, and all holy days. All the holy days of the Creator were based on the moon's period. Because the first day was new moon. The first 7th day was first moon Shabbat. The second week, which is 14th day, was second week Shabbat. The third week Shabbat was 21st day. The fourth week was 28th. And on 30th night, another new moon will appear to record another 29.5 days and night throughout the year. Issue of Sunday to Saturday began on 7th March 321 AD, which is 4th century. As at this time I'm talking about, there was nothing like 13th month yet. Nothing like 13th month. All this is the thing I'm saying. Roman calendar still remain 12 months calendar a year. Hebrew months still remain 12 months calendar per year. Invention of Sunday to Saturday did not alter the lunation seasons, the 12 lunations of the year. It did not alter the moon's period of 29.5 days and night per lunation. This is the truth about all this. Any nature outside this is just destroying your brain and misleading you. This is a very simple analogy. Very straight line graph plot. So, Hillel II, the son of Yehuda the God, the grandson of Gamaliel. Some of you knew about Gamaliel or Gamaliel in Acts of the Apostles, around chapter 4 or 5, who was the chairman of the Sanhedrin at the time of Apostle Shaul and Kepha. This is their language. So, this very young man, Hillel II, was the president of the Nasi, of the Sanhedrin. Was the Nasi or president. In Hebrew, Nasi means president. He was the Nasi or president of the Israeli Sanhedrin. He was the Teribians. Sorry, the Balians. He was the overall president of all Israel Hebrew Sanhedrin worldwide. He was a learned rabbi, a sage rabbi as well. Learned practitioners. Putting things in order. He now discovered, this man I'm saying started in 320 to 365. He was the president of the Senate from 320 AD to 360 something AD. Listen very well. I'm giving you comprehensive analysis and details about this. In Hebrew, it is called pride, details, meticulous account. In Hebrew, it is called pride. Now, this man started thinking, now that Constantine has replaced the calendar of the Greater with the Roman weeks, he will now force people to be using Sunday to Saturday for worship of the Greater. He started thinking on what to do. And after the death of Constantine, there was continuous councils, Council of Nicaea, Council of Laodicea. The Romans kept on holding councils, amending the Roman Catholic Christianity, which was the only religion that functioned openly since the fall of Jerusalem in AD 70, where General Titus, sent by Emperor Nero, destroyed the temple of Jerusalem, wasted Yehuda, knocked down the city wall after a war of 3 years and 4 months. Emperor Nero declared every Israelite a lion feet. If you are caught with Israeli calendar or Hebrew calendar or Hebrew Torah or Tanakh or with any document of Israel, you become a lion feet with your family, or bonfire for night. You'll be used for fire burning in the night to enlighten the city. If your family is even 24, all of you will be used in feeding lions in amphitheater erected in Rome and Caesarea in Syria. Amphitheater. You will be thrown to the lion when we will feed all of you in broad daylight, while people will be watching and clapping their hands. Because Nero told them that the calamity that was falling upon Israel was falling upon Rome was caused by the Israelites. So that fire kingdom started burning the Israelites. They started killing Israelites anywhere they saw them. All Israel ran into caves, underground retreat, tunnels, inside forest, forest in Hebrew, to hide, to avoid being caught and fed, being caught and become a lion feet. So that's why I told you, when the Romans were canonizing the scroll they saw in the Bible, there was no Israelite there, because the Israelites were inside caves. When they were forming the Christianity, there was no Israelites. In the 2nd century, there were inside caves and underground tunnels and underground retreats and forests, running for their dear life. There was no Israeli religion that was open. They were hiding. That is why they were able to form the Christianity religion, which was Catholic Christianity, the parents of all these Christianity church. The disciples of Messiah were not Christians. Neither did they worship any Christian religion, in any Christian religion. Christianity is a pure Roman mitra custom, blended mitra, with so many diverse customs on this planet. They amended them into the Catholic Christianity, orthographic variant of Roman mitra custom of sun god worship. That is why they worship in sun day, the day of the sun. They go on Sunday to worship sun god. Others go to Saturday to worship the Saturn god, which is the 6th planet, the god of agriculture, the god of wickedness, the god of erotic love. Friends, it starts from Friday. and ends the Sabbath. The Roman weekend. So you can see now that it is very apparent, very conspicuous. Okay. Hillel the second said that these people have banned the use of moon days again. Okay, how will we now do away with the moon's period? It's part of us. It is in our blood. When you add Sunday to Saturday to January to December, it has formed the calendar they wanted. That day the Hebrews will never allow the word of the Creator to be extinguished. They will never allow the moon days to be extinguished. Then Hillel now started seeking for Hebrew astronomers and astrologers. Those that have knowledge of astrophysics. For what purpose? For them to help him in obtaining, joining lunar year with solar year. To enable solar year to be in alignment with the lunar, or to enable the lunar be in alignment with the solar year. I'm talking about year. I'm not talking about week. I'm not talking about month. When I'm talking about year, it does not affect the moon's period. Listen very well. When I'm talking about solar year and lunar year, that has nothing to do with lunar months. It does not affect them. It doesn't in any way affect them. Follow me critically. This might be a postgraduate course, but patiently follow me to understand. I'm repeating. When they want solar year and lunar year to be in alignment, it does not affect the lunar week, lunar month. It does not in any way affect the movement of the moon in anywhere. The moon's period remains 29.5 every year. Therefore, you can keep your 4 Shabbats of every month on the 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th. Of every month, you can keep them neatly. It doesn't affect. You can keep your feast, the appointed feast in their season. Like in the first month, you can still keep your lamb, pick your lamb on the 10th day of Nisan or Abi. 10th day of Abi. That alignment does not affect. You can keep your Passover on the 14th day of Abi. You can keep unleavened bread from 15th day to 21st day, which is the last, the third week Shabbat. It doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect your tabernacle feast on the 15th to 22nd of the 7th month. It doesn't affect the feast of trumpet on the first day of the 7th month Tisha. It doesn't affect the feast of Kanuka from 25th of 9th month to 2nd of the 10th month. It doesn't affect it. It doesn't affect first fruits that your accounting should begin on the 15th of Abi and you number 7 Shabbats, which will end on the 7th of Sivan. Then you add 50 days. According to Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15 and 16. That when you have completed the 7th Shabbat, counted from 15th of Abi, which is the day chief offering is offered by the priest, not by everyone. 7th Shabbat terminates in 7th Sivan, 7th of the 3rd month. Then you add 50 days, which is 102 days. That terminates on the 28th day of the fourth moon. When the wine for the celebration, new one has begun in the fourth month. And when wheat had ripened, the first harvest of wheat for the feast is ripened in the same fourth month. Because both barley and wheat ripens in the fourth month. It takes a 4 months to ripen. Therefore, he there discovered that without alignment of the solar year with the lunar year will be going on its own, and solar year will be going on its own as ever. Because you are not telling me that it was when living there calculated that Israelites started having lunar year. Their lunar year had been on a separate way, while the Roman solar year had been on its own separate way. But because they are now indirectly banning use of moon, they still wanted to be using the moon to be keeping their Shabbat, all their holy days or celebrities throughout the year. So he decided to add what is called intercalary month. A month of intercalation. Imaginary month based on astrophysics mathematics. Extra imaginary month, which is not a moon. The word month is derived from moon, according to Chambers English Dictionary, 1990 edition. He said the word month means month's period. For the word month is month's period. Strong's exhaustive Hebrew lexicon under the word month. I think 1820 and 1818. He said the word month is derived from the moon. Therefore, month means month's period. Merit F. Unga. Bible dictionary. No, encyclopedia. Merit F. Unga. Said the word month is derived from the moon. Therefore, month means month's period. But this one, they forged extra month. They forged to add to lunar year so that they will be in alignment with solar. Is a mere forgery, fake month. Imaginary month. Imaginary moon. Inexistent moon. They call it month. Intercalary month. That is why it is called intercalation month. Forged month to add it to the lunar year in order that the lunar year will be 13th month in the third year. That is done in every third year. Because lunar year is 354. But the Roman lunar year was 355. While the solar year is 365. So when you subtract 365 from 355 or 354, you have 10 days or 11 days per year. Then next year, if you add 10 again, then that is 20 days. Then the third year, you add 10 again. That is 30 days, isn't it? That is 1 month. So if you don't add that 1 month to the lunar year, that means there will be 1 month gap. 2 of them will be moving zigzag. They will no longer be in alignment. And then another third year, 2 months will drop. So the other one will be 2 months behind the other. So they decided to be adding 1 month to the lunar year in order that 2 of them will balance. That is what I mean by alignment. They will equate so that they will be moving together. So that Roman calendar will get married with the month period. Because they are adding it to the month period so that it will be matching the husband, which is the solar calendar of Rome. You see how the 13th month came about. And that was done by Hilary II in 339 AD. 359 AD. 359 AD. And again, there have been series of council of laudation trying to separate the Israelites from the Romans, trying to isolate the Israelites, trying to tell the Israelites that they must not use moon days to do anything in Rome. When you read the Council of Laodicea, you will see Article 16, Article 27 to 29. Everything canon, that is canon, canon 16, 27 to 29, and even 30 something. Everything is defined there. That no Roman Empire person should Judaize. Which means you should not use any custom of the Israelites. Neither their Bible law, nor their most period, or anything about Hebrew Torah. Don't listen to them. You must base your calendar on Roman calendar. You see what made hidden to add that 10th month. So that they will be keeping their Shabbat secretly. So that, because they are still making use of Roman calendar in their secular businesses. They are still making use of it in the offices, because some of them are employed by the Roman Empire to work. So there is no way you can do away with the most period. So they were using the most period for their worship. And the only way to get it right was to align them. Because they were, if you decide not to mingle with Roman affairs now, you continue with the Mondays. After all, the Israelites, when the intercalendar month was not added, they did not complain of lunar year. They did not complain anything about their calendar. They never complained anything about their lunar year deficiency or the inauguration. Because they wanted to continue their interaction with the Romans. They had to add that intercalendar month, intercalary month, intercalation month, or a month of intercalation, in order that it will be carried along with Rome. In order that the Roman solar calendar will marry the moon days calendar of theirs. Cowardly. That is how the 13th month come about. Imprudence. Itiboibo. Those who don't want to learn, those who claim to know everything, will come and tell you that Igbo calendar had a 10th month. Band of criminals who refuse to learn. You be your few and be another person few. Which calendar of this planet has that 10th month? This has the 10th month, but in actual fact, that 10th month shouldn't appear. If you want to focus worship, like we ourselves, we use the moon to keep all the holidays, including Shabbat. What business are we to do with the intercalation month of Hillel? Before Hillel calculated, this is Patras. Did they use 13th month? Yes, it's not. Even in days of the season, there was not 13th month. So that is what they call lunisolar calendar. Now, when they tell you that the Hebrew calendar is lunisolar, not that the months are solar. All the most periods, 12 moon periods are it. But in 3 years, if they refuse to add 1 month, then they will separate. The Roman calendar will divorce moon days. And moon days will be crying. No, not moon days will be crying. Those prostitutes who calculated that because they love God will be crying that there is a separation. That is how it is. This is how the 10th month came about. You can browse. We are the father of lunation seasons globally. I won't tell you, we tell you what we do. Even when I was telling the Israelites in the internet. When I was challenging those people pretending to be rabbis there, pretending to be rabbis, using Saturday as their day of worship. I know a lot of people in Israel are using Mondays as usual. When you ask them, they said the Messiah has not come. When the Messiah comes, he will tell them the actual day of worship. Olympic gamblers. To gamble with your bread. Where do you see Saturday to Sunday in the Tanakh? Where do you see Sunday in the Tanakh? Where do you see Saturday? Where do you see a day going on so that we call it Sunday to Saturday? There is none. There is none. Any season begun by night is a lunar season of the moon's period. And once it's begun by night, it ends in 29.5 days and nights. That is my submission. And that is the only truth. Anything outside this is a lie. So that 8 months is a fraud. Added in 359 AD. That is when the 8 months started existing in the Hebrew calendar. So anybody telling you that every year there will be the 8 months, every year, is an ignorant person. What is it? Or is a lunatic? Or mad? Because you have to study to be approved. You have to study, appreciate it. Not going jumping to internet when you see you see this thing. Some of the things they tell you in the internet is out of ignorance. Some of them will tell you Jesus is descended as Joshua. Who is Joshua? Who is Jesus? There is nothing like Joshua, nothing like Jesus in Hebrew. How can you say Jesus is Joshua? Are they not the same English name? They are the same English. That name is Yahshua. Yahshua. Yah is salvation. The Hebrew word Yah is a transcendent being beyond comprehension. Shua means salvation. Yah is our salvation. Who is John? Who is Sus? Who is John? Who is Shua? They are English. You see it in the internet. Some will tell you, Yeshua. Who is Ye? Who is Yeshua? You see it in the internet, you begin to teach. The name of the Son of God is Yeshua. You are balkanizing your brain. You are taking hallucination. You are taking kudos and the escape. The brain is no longer in order. Who told you that the Son of the Creator is Yeshua? Is Joshua? Is Jesus? Primitive Olympic gamblers. You can't cool down to learn from us. You think you can gamble everything. That will tell you that the name Yah or Yahweh is from either. That is what a fool is teaching people. Proper fool. What do you know about which part of the Tanakh have you read? Something you don't know, you can't cool down to them. When the repercussion will come, you say somebody is doing you, or maybe the Creator hates you. What do you know about Hebrew? About the divider? Some say Elohim is the name of the Creator. You should differentiate proper noun name from common noun name. Okay, some claim they saw the name in Moabite story. You are a fool. These useless native doctors, are they not using Chukwodike, which I'm also using? You are a compound idiot that lack brain. If a native doctor or a chief priest in this very land is using Chukwodike, which I'm using here, does it mean that I'm an idol worshiper? Because your brain is burnt to ashes. These are the people that are trying to deceive my people. Telling them that Oyibo did that. The one you people are teaching the world and Oyibo. That's all right. What is happening here in Anambra? All the native doctors are running there. The ones that remain are the ones deceiving themselves. Few of them that are not following all those people have been inside bush. They have nothing to do with internet. All these native doctors you see internet, they are all criminals, band of criminals. I listen to their teachings. They are gamblers. Some of them have been in Yahoo for 1 night when they join native doctor. They are not careful to teach. That's why they condemn every truth in the Bible, which every law, I mean the law. I've told you the only thing good in the Bible is the law section. But they condemn everything in the Bible. Only open up a shine. Thinking they can deceive our people to join their nation. Everything they see, they destroy it. Every Igbo custom, they destroy it. They are not telling you that Igbos are being here 10 million years before that. Is there any same human being that can regard this class of people as human beings? They are more than ape of primordial age. More than ape of stone age. They don't expect to gain any respect from any Igbo youth. But this is animalistic and babonistic and backic teaching. Also, back to turn the head upside down. That is how their brain is turned upside down. So, okay, you are telling me that Igbo is still migrate from somewhere. They just germinated here. They just germinated, they have no reason. You see what people will be teaching, they are trying to, they think they can get respect from the youth. What is happening? The anger of the creator has descended on an umbrella. For them to wipe away all these useless native doctors. Useless traditionalists that are deceiving people. Some of them are not ashamed to come and declare themselves native doctors. They are not ashamed. Some are even rebuking the governor. Why did he do that? See monkey part. But useless about rebuking the governor who is doing a good work. For this very matter, I don't know it too much. Nonsense to recall. Others that were claiming, okay, the customer there, they said they don't know anything about the kid. But the criminals, the court, kidnappers have implicated them. That the people preparing audition for them. What benefit are we getting from all these useless native doctors? What benefit? What benefit? They tell you they do audition. Many of them got put inside a cell. They have not disappeared. But they will tell you that they give chance for disappearing. All this Ojiano, sugar-coated native doctors parading in the internet. I don't even know what we are profiting from them. Sometimes when I look at them, I begin to see these people as a primordial. What are we benefiting from all these sugar-coated native doctors that come to parade? These children, all these young youth native doctors, back of criminal. What are we benefiting from them? Go to Aka. Native doctor, go to Aka. Go and showcase you what you have. And they are running away. I have not seen any of them that boldly went to Aka and said, this is the power I have, let me display it. Oh, John, go to Aka. I asked them, what is Ojion? Apipia. Apipia. If you have power, go to Aka. None of them have gone to Aka. They said those who are arrested. You are parading. Somebody is parading with a tiger or lion, this thing. Parading there, this and that. Go to Aka. Let us know you are. As for me, I don't know you are. How profitable you are. I'm a law teacher, teaching the youth about etiquette and decorum. Teaching them a lot of protection of human life and property, a lot of justice, a lot of etiquette and decorum, a lot of justice and equity. Everybody know how profitable I am to mankind. Native doctor, Ojiano, go to Oka and display your talent and show us. In fact, these people, they are stupid. What do we get from you? You say you are defending Igbo custom. And somebody, another government that is defending Igbo custom, have come out and say, if you think you have power, come to Oka and show us. You are a native doctor. Which fear? You still don't need to come internet to burst. You begin to destroy every custom, every unknown custom, every known history of people. You destroy them. Bring your own, we do not see. Okay, where is the ancient history and documentary of our forefathers? No, they are still in the Tanakh. The Tanakh law, Torah law, is a documentary of ancient Igbo custom and values. Where do you draw your own? We do not see. Parading, we are this, we native us at this, native. What are we profiting? What are we profiting from you people? Up till now, I have not seen a single native doctor in this very land that I can say this. I know there are some secret words, no doubt. I know there are secret ones who are bent on herbal medicine. I know. Because herbal medicine is the oldest medicine on earth. That is why when you have makakat in Hebrew, when you go to the lexicon to know the origin of this very makakat, that it means is what we call pharmacy now. But in actual fact, it is a house. When you see Beit Makaka, that means house of herbal medicine. I went to dig into this very treasure to know this thing we call pharmacy, the origin. This thing I mentioned, which is called pharmacy today, was originally apothecary drugs. Apothecary drugs. That is house of herbal medicine. But we call it today pharmacy. Because Beis Cholim means house of the sick, otherwise hospital. Beis Cholim from Hebrew God. Means house of the sick, which is hospital. Who were the original house of the sick was a center where the sick were treated with herbal medicine, herbs, roots, and the leaves. Everything I go to the underground, I bring you the roots. You see, discountenance any native doctor, you don't know what he has performed. Because I will not say that all the native doctors are criminal, but I'm assuring you that about 97 or 98.5% are criminals. So far as these are not very concerned. The only 1% are inside bush, trying their best. All these ones lecturing you with sugar to their top are many of them have been people with home. They have plus. Into company before you get it. That's what you see them, you see their talk. Their talk. Like Christian pastor, who tell you they are speaking talk, invoking all kinds of demons. Telling you that they are speaking the talk. When you ask him, what are you speaking? He says he's speaking in talk. They are speaking in talk. West. They are speaking it up. This countenance, any native doctor or not. Frown upon the compound idiots, except the one you have discovered that is doing the right thing. He is healing food herbs. All other non-herbal medical doctors, they are band of criminals. Discountenance them and frown upon them. Shalom Aleichem. Hallelujah. We will terminate what we are doing for the meantime to continue next time. So 13th month is fraud. I repeat, 13th month is a fraud that was begun in 359 CE Christian era. Shalom Aleichem. So let the Most High take glory. We'll continue next time until the world understands. We are the people to make sure this truth is propagated for the redeemable ones to be redeemed. Then the perishable ones who wish to perish. We are not wishing anybody to perish. But in Daniel chapter 12, it says many will be sanctified, but the wicked will continue to be wicked and will not understand. I'm praying we will not be among the wicked that will not understand. Rather, we will understand to continue teaching other people to redeem the redeemer. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. The number to call still remains plus 234 8032880474. Then this YouTube for you to subscribe. All Truth House of Yah. Full stop. Rabbi WISEMAN.B.ANYAYAH. Anyayah means the eyes of Yah. Anya, the eyes of the Most High. Then the new moon You know, today is the 28th day of the 11th month. Okay, the new moon will occur on Roman Saturday. On Roman Saturday. Which means Shabbat will be Roman Friday into 4 again. It will be Friday into 4. But there are 4 Shabbats in every month period. Shalom Alaikum. So you share it, put your hand in share button, share it to people, till you keep on learning. We are giving you comprehensive information on certain things that will come, the ones that are happening, even past things for you to learn. This is a stainless priesthood. We are under oath to do the right thing at the right time, to shoot lies aside. And we are under oath to do so. And by the grace of the Most High, we must finish this work while it is there, because when night comes, no man shall serve. Shalom, Shabbat. Shalom, Alaikum. Yeah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Shalom, Alaikum.